Well, good afternoon. Here we go. We've got that blizzard warning that was just issued for later tonight through Friday, and some of us already experiencing some blizzard conditions across the Dakotas. This is a view just over the state line into the Victor area in South Dakota. I want to show you this one for a couple of reasons here. One, if we look at the bridge deck in our view, you can tell that we've got some sunlight reflecting off of it because of ice on that bridge deck. And of course, we know bridges are those places that tend to have ice first and last with systems creating that. And of course, we're dealing with it there. But also down the road just a little bit, we've got drifting across the roadway and some lowered visibility in the distance too. Something you may experience if you are traveling down I-29. Now, I-94 in Jamestown, this is an area where no travel is advised. And you can see that we've got okay visibility closer to the camera view here from the DOT. But then just in the distance, we've got those snowy areas of snow drifting across the roadway and lower visibility in the distance yet again. So we can expect to see similar situations setting up as we get stronger winds in the valley and as we start to see that visibility drop. A look at our live view in Grand Forks, looking sunny. We've got blue skies with some clouds filtering out some of that sun and a little bit of wind there, but not as intense as what's happening to the south and west. We've gusts to 44 in Dickinson, Pierre 45 miles per hour. The potential's there for wind gusts to reach 50 miles per hour here. And this is all drifting eastward, so eventually in the valley, we will see those kind of winds as well. Right now, some gusts into the 30s, including in Jamestown out of the northwest, and Oaks seeing a gust out of the northwest as well at 32 miles per hour. So already getting some blowing and drifting in some of those places, and definitely some cold air blasting in, making it feel even chillier out there. It's stirring up some of that snow visibility at the airport in Jamestown down to less than a mile. So already having some trouble out that way. And that's an area where we have been in that range for blizzard conditions a little bit sooner than the rest of the valley. Oaks is at a mile visibility and Langdon is at 1 mile. So let's talk temperatures now, because this is also a hazard. We're looking at temperatures that are still below zero, 10 below right now in Fargo, 9 below in Grand Forks. Let's expand the view because this is an Arctic blast. We were just talking about how this affects the entire country or almost all of the country in the coming days. And it's already pushing through places like Kansas City is below zero, Dallas at 20 degrees right now. And let's factor in that wind chill. It feels even colder, like we're below zero across a good portion of the central northern plains. The worst of it's been into Montana, actually, and western parts of North Dakota. And this continues to creep, or I should say blast eastward with those strong winds. A look at our wind chills around the valley, 30s and 40s below, so dangerously cold. Again, make sure you're prepared for that kind of weather as you're heading out the door. We've got areas where we've got clear skies. You can see the ice and snow covered Red Lake area there on our visible satellite picture, but there are some clouds drifting through and also some blowing snow. So there's probably some lofted snow in the air as well, filtering out some of that sunshine. Expanding the view further, and you can see where that snow line is along the Arctic front. It's pushing into Chicago, where I'm expecting to, of course, have a lot of issues for flights there. And then also in the eastern part of the country, heavy rain that they're concerned about flash freezing, which is temperatures dropping so quickly that areas that have had rain suddenly freeze up on the roadway and it becomes really icy there. So along the east coast, getting hit hard by this storm system as well. So here's a look at what to expect today. Temperatures dropping here, or holding, I should say, in those single digits to double digits below zero. Wind chills in the pink numbers. This is 6 p.m. You can see we're still into the 30s below to 40 below. I'm just going to zip ahead to tomorrow morning because here we go. We're looking at temperatures still in that same range and the winds really picking up in the wake of this system, gusting to 40 miles per hour. So another look at your winds here in your wind gust planner. Expect these winds to be increasing through the day. That's why the blizzard warning takes effect later tonight, because we'll start to see more widespread issues with that strong wind and blowing snow. 5 a.m. Friday, areas with gusts into the 30s and 40s, especially in the south, and then heading eastward from there throughout the day on Friday. We could even see some wind gusts reach 50 miles per hour in some areas. It won't be for everybody, but some of us before that wind field starts to move eastward late Friday night. You could see some improvement out in central North Dakota by 10 p.m. Friday, but it's going to be a tough stretch here is the bottom line. And so first alert weather days, of course, we've been warning you about this for a while, and it may even linger a little bit into Saturday for your travel plans on Christmas Eve. So if you're putting off travel, you know, it would be better to travel on Saturday than on Friday, but it's still not going to be perfect. Yeah. And then Christmas Day, just really quick, a little clipper moving through may bring a little bit of snow as well. Yep. After that, we can breathe a little bit.
We definitely can. Yeah, it's nice to see a little bit of a warm up. Lisa, thank you so much. Well, straight ahead at noon, some retailers are changing the way that they are handling your returns. Find out what you need to know coming up.